and they swarm around you the very second. Abberton Reservoir. There's a bird sanctuary over there, which is all nice. They add chemicals and then it comes out your tap and you drink it. But at some point, it was here, having birds shitting in it. The van's parked there. I did think very briefly about staying here. The tyre marks on the road suggest that this is popular with people with performance bikes. Ugh, flies, I'm not even going that way. These are little learning opportunities for me. Parking the cab into the sun means a hot van. Tells me it's 26 degrees inside the van. Feels like it. It's t-shirt weather out here and it's only 18th of April. I don't actually want to get back inside the van. I want to sit down somewhere, but the flies eat me alive. If I do want to deadlock the back, I discovered this afternoon that it's actually not difficult for me to climb between the seats. The two-seat bench and the driver's seat. There's enough space, and I'm not big, so I fit. If you've got something to grab hold of on the other side. So climbing out of the cab, I've got the worktop, and I can steady myself on that. This evening I'll plan my journey north. I've spent the last couple of days saying goodbye to friends and ex-colleagues. It's sad, but you can keep in touch with people much more easily than you used to in the old days. I'm expecting the van is full of those bloody flies, because the cab is. I think there is an IKEA on my route, Nottingham sort of way. I think this is quite some journey. I have disconnected the split charge. No such thing as free energy. It's got to come from somewhere, and the drag on the alternator, well, the load on the alternator and the subsequent drag on the engine. This isn't scientific, of course. This is just a case of me resetting the trip computer and letting it recalculate my miles per gallon. I'm getting about 6 miles per gallon more with the split charge disconnected. If that's ever a justification for getting solar energy and not relying on the split charge, well, I can't even do the math, but let's just say it knocks 5 miles per gallon off having those great big panels on the roof. How many miles would I have to drive before I break even on paying 3 times the price for flexi panels? I've already got the cabling and the fuses and the charge controller, everything. So 400 quid and I can have 400 watts on the roof. Or there's no way I can stretch to 1200 quid. Cambridge Services, which is, it's not even a third of the way. In the cab it's 33 degrees and I'm feeling every single one of those degrees. It's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. Update on the miles per gallon. It's currently sitting at a little over 40 miles per gallon compared to 29.5. I'm not saying that the split charge was a bad purchase, because it was something that I needed in lieu of solar, and I can't always count on solar because I can't always count on the British weather. IKEA. Amateurs. Ordered my Vidingy doors. I'm still in Nottingham. I've been to IKEA. I've got the cupboard doors in the back. I explained that I'm trying to finish off the van and save a bit of money. The grey ones were cheap, but they did have the grey ones. They did have the white ones. And I thought, I don't want white. And she said, but they're painted, so you can repaint them. Even green, she said. I'm not sure if I park here whether I'm going to get a knock on the door from someone. This seems like a dogging spot. So this is some Blair Witch shit, and here's the van. It is a proper parking spot. Car after car pull in, drive slowly past. They might stop, open up the door, and then just sit there with the engine running, and then they drive off. I think people come here to make friends. Here comes another one. Right, I'm just going to drive off. Oh god, it's the same car. So I'm going to find somewhere else to park. This isn't ideal. I don't think the van's level. There's a video that I recorded in December where I came up to Yorkshire, and this is the lay-by where I stopped before. I'm taking advantage of this quiet spot to put my doors on my cupboards, rearrange the van and find my antihistamines. First door is on. It looks actually really good in white. I've got 4 cupboard doors on and it's only 10:30. It takes a while to adjust the hinges because you've got up, down, in, out, in, out. The grey water container is about 1/2 centimetre too deep, but it is bendy flexible. I'm hoping that when the magnets go on, because they're strong magnets, I'll just put 2 on that door. Once it's pulled in tight, it's flush and the shut lines are good. Hand wash, body wash, toothpaste, 15 litres of grey water. I don't really want to keep that much on here. I've been working on this all day long, but the cupboard doors are done and it is beautiful. My colourful boxes inside. I'm using heavy duty magnets to keep them closed. The magnet on the cupboard is screwed on. The metal plate that goes on the door is glued on. I put the metal catch on the magnet and then put some glue on the back of the metal plate, close the door. The little cupboards at the end, they have a door but no magnet. I'm only putting small things in there, small light things, toilet roll. It's a bit gloomy in there, but that is the kitchen cupboard. Because there's no centre divider between the 2 cupboards, 2 halves of the cupboard, there is the magnets are at the bottom, and it does a good job of keeping that closed. This is the Coleman cooler, which I got on special offer. You can see there's bungee behind, and I just stretch that over the top of the cooler and it keeps the cooler in place. It is also my seating for my desk. I didn't record anything yesterday. I didn't do a lot except for editing videos on my phone, which takes a little bit of time. The only eventful thing that happened yesterday, and you'll understand why I have no footage of it, I was in Tesco's customer toilets. I was sitting on the toilet. You know the sort of disabled toilet doors where you lift the handle and it locks the door? Someone tried the door. The door's locked, obviously. They unlocked the door and walked in. So I'm there wiping my arse and some homeless looking guy walks in on me. I wasn't happy. I might have called him a motherfucker, which is reserved for motherfuckers. Statistically, the more often you use public toilets, the more likely that those kinds of things are going to happen. I will wedge the door next time, and every time. Doing a stock check on B&Q's website is some cladding, some tongue and groove for the top parts of my walls. I'm just going to go there. There's 2 B&Q's in York and one of them will sell it. Here we go. Parked outside of York at lay-by, and like I did with the kitchen, I'm going to work on it here until maybe I run out of light or energy or both, or just the will to persevere. Because of the width of these boards, it's not going to be the same angle. It's going to be have a slight radius, and there is a little gap here that I need to finish. I'd forgotten how much I hate tongue and groove. I'm going to have to stop before I get punchy, because I've been wrestling with this third board for I don't know how long. I didn't notice that one of the packs busted the f***ing B&Q. I'm going to take the 2 unopened packs of cladding and I'm going to take those back to B&Q, get rid of those. Hell, the crows. They've seen a weakness. Gah! 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 I moved my van from the busy road that I was on because I felt that it was awakening my inner caveman. I just feel really stressed. I'm flip-flopping between feeling brilliant and feeling like I could just punch the shit out of something. As an overall feeling, I'm pretty good. I don't like to be unemployed. I don't like to not have a job. Working on the van and doing the videos doesn't tick all my boxes. I need something else. So I need to work. And I'm not getting the Vanlife diet right. So it's a lot of dry packet food that you add to hot water, you know the type. Sandwiches, and that's sad. Cereal, and that's sad. This park's alright. Nothing special. I was expecting something nicer in York. There's a sign on the gate saying I need to be out of this park by dusk. Is this dusk? The sun's going down. Is it dusk?